Pancreas is a gland that is both endocrine as well as exocrine. Its location. The pancreas lies more or less transversely across the posterior abdominal wall at a level of L1 and L2. It's a J-shaped and it is almost 15 to 20 centimeter long, 2.5 to 3.8 centimeter broad, and 1.2 to 1.8 thick, and weighs about 90 grams. Now, this is the head of a pancreas. This is the neck of the pancreas, this part of it, and this is the body, and that is the tail. Now we are dealing with the head. The head is an enlarged, flattened right end of the pancreas and is situated within the C-shaped curve of the duodenum. This is a C-shaped curve where the head of the pancreas is situated. External features. The head has three borders: superior border, inferior border, and right lateral border, and it has two surfaces. One is anterior surface and one more is posterior surface. Now I'm explaining about the three borders. The superior border is overlapped by the first part of duodenum. This is the first part of duodenum. Superior surface is overlapped, and this is the first part, and is related to superior pancreatico-duodenal artery, and inferior part is covered by the third part of duodenum, and it is related to inferior pancreatico-duodenal artery, and the right lateral part is related to the second part, and it represents the anastomosis between superior and inferior pancreatico-duodenal arteries. Now we have two surfaces, the anterior surface and the posterior surface. Anterior surface is related to the first part of duodenum. We can just take, this is the first part, it is the anterior surface, and it is related to the transverse colon and jejunum, it is related to jejunum, and posterior surface is related to the inferior vena cava, the terminal part of a renal vein, right crus of diaphragm, and bile duct, and uncinate, and this is the uncinate process. Uncinate process, it is related anteriorly to the superior mesenteric vessels and posteriorly to the aorta. Now, neck of pancreas, the next part. The neck, this is slightly constricted part of the pancreas between the head and the body. It is directed forwards, upwards to the left. It has two surfaces, anterior surface and posterior surface. Anterior surface is related to the peritoneum, covering the posterior wall of the lesser sac. The peritoneum that is covering the posterior wall of the lesser sac, and it is related to the pylorus. It is related to the pylorus and the peritoneum that is covering the lesser sac. And posterior surface is related to the termination of superior mesenteric vein and beginning of portal vein. Now next is the body of the pancreas. The body of the pancreas is elongated. It extends from the neck. Till the tail. This part. It passes towards the left and slight upward and backward inclination. Now external features. It's a triangular on cross section, has three borders. Interior border. Now the body of pancreas. The body of pancreas is elongated. It extends from the neck, as it is already told. And now you have external features. It has it is triangular in cross section, and it has three borders. One is the anterior border, superior border, and inferior border. A part of body projects upwards beyond the rest of the superior border, a little to the left of the neck. This projection is called tuber omentale, which is seen here. This is the tuber omentale, which is elevating from the rest of the superior border, and it is just left side to the neck. This is the neck part, and to the left side of the neck, this is tuber omentale. Now it has three relations according to borders. It has three borders. Anterior border, it provides attachment to the root of the mesocolon of transverse process, and superior border. This is superior border. Superior border is related to the ceiling trunk over the tuber omentale, and hepatic artery to the right and splenic artery to the left. It is the superior border is related to the splenic artery to the left, and the hepatic artery and the celiac trunk over the tuber omentale in the left side. Now next, inferior border is related to the superior mesenteric inferior border. This is the inferior border. This is inferior border. It is related to superior mesenteric vessels at the right end. This is right end. Is related to these vessels. Next. Now relations of the three borders, three surfaces, that is anterior surface, posterior surface and inferior surface. This is anterior surface, this is inferior surface, and this is posterior surface. Anterior surface is concave, directed forwards and upwards. It is covered by peritoneum and is related to the lesser sac and to the stomach. Now you have posterior surface. Posterior surface, this is the posterior surface. It is related to the left kidney, left suprarenal gland and left renal vessels. It is related to the aorta, where the origin of superior mesenteric vessels takes place, and where the superior mesenteric artery origins. And you have left crus of diaphragm and splenic vein. Inferior mesenteric vein, where inferior surface is covered by peritoneum and this is related to duodenojejunal flexure. This is inferior. It is related to duodenojejunal flexure. It is related to left colic flexure, and it is related to coils of jejunum. Now we have a tail of pancreas, which is this part. It is the left end of the pancreas. It lies in the lienorenal ligament together with the splenic vessels. It comes in contact with the lower part of gastric surface of the spleen. It comes in contact with the lower surface, that is the gastric surface, lower part of gastric surface of spleen, and in that ligament even you have a splenic vessels which are there.